Uh, so from my identity wheel, the way I connected my identity to the things we read is that like on my wheel, I'm like a pretty basic guy. I'm straight, white, middle class, 14. But like because of that, I feel like with the stories, I was able to like differentiate myself from their lives because most of the stories we read, except for Macbeth, followed like minorities. And I don't really know what oppression is like. So reading about that was like interesting. The identity I chose for my favorite was I can sort of understand Maya's complaint on Claire being too calm. When you're angry, you don't want to hear rational thought. And I like this identity because I'm nothing like Maya, but I was still able to like connect to how she felt. For skill, my favorite skill was Macbeth is still scared of Banquo's ghost because he's like scared of the thought of like the people he killed being able to fight back. Because something I noticed in Macbeth was he would kill them when they couldn't fight back. Also, forgot to mention the skill I struggled with the most was characterization, but I feel like I mastered it now because it's probably like the skill I use the most now. For intellect, my best intellect was that from Far From the Tree, I learned some things are best left unseen. Actually, this was from two. That's why I picked it. It was from both Macbeth and Far From the Tree. Because for Far From the Tree, there was that thing with like Maya taking Grace's phone, and then to Macbeth, it was when he saw the prophecy with all the kings lined up. For criticality, my favorite criticality is one I picked before too, which is that the people outside the walls in Parable of the Sower are like the power, and the people inside are being oppressed. But then the equity is like the wall itself. I like this one because I think it's like what the wall was meant to be in Parable of the Sower. It's like both protecting them and trapping them, and I think that's cool. My best assignment was the Act 3 annotation packet because I actually like gave it all my effort. With the other ones, I either did only a certain section of it or I didn't at all because it was like a confusing assignment for me, but for Act 3, I did all of it. So my worst assignment was the Act 1 packet. I barely tried. I didn't really get it either because like when I saw that we had to use a checklist, I didn't really want to do it as much because like I don't want to annotate with a checklist. I just like writing down my thoughts. But eventually I did it with Act 3. So what's helping me learn is connections to the real world because I don't really like learning stuff if I feel it's like useless. But like what this class did a lot was like connected to the real world issues. So like I felt like I was learning something important, and that gave me more motivation to do the work. For previous cover letters, I wrote that I need to improve on the connect and criticality section on one of them, and I think I did both of those because I use them both a lot now. And then for the second one, I wrote that I need to improve my identity and intellect tabs, which I also think I improved on both of them because I've used them too a lot too. My goals for sophomore year is to use this year's failure to make better quality work next year because I got like a good amount of F's even though I got an A in the class. Not skip assignments as much because something I do is like if my grades like high enough to like take a hit, I'll skip an assignment to like let my mind relax for a day. But I don't think that's like a good habit even if I do have an A. And my third is to maintain an A throughout the year because a lot of times it would get to a C and that's not good. What I've learned is that I do better work when I have a reason to do it, like put my mind into it. And that ties into like the real world example thing too. That's it.
Excellent. Round of applause. Girls and girls for Leo. What we got? Go ahead, baby.